All right. Additional thoughts on the miseducation of Lauryn Hill. And actually, really, this will probably be more of a broader additional thoughts on Lauryn Hill entirely, just because I did spend some time and listen to the Unplugged album, which was pretty cool. I spent some time watching some live performances. There was one, she was in Philadelphia with the Roots, and she had like a half-hour set. The set was kind of fast, so it was strange. The tempo was pretty high energy, and even my wife commented on it. She was like, "It seems like they're rushed," and I thought, well, maybe they only had like a half-hour stage time before the next group came on, because I think it was kind of a festival or something like that. But Lauryn Hill just fucking killed it on that one, like she always does. The Unplugged was cool. It was neat to hear her basically just in an entirely live setting. And I know that probably sounds a little strange. I mean, of course it was a live setting, but I've heard with other Unplugged albums, like, some of the MTV Unplugged albums, specifically, I remember hearing this about the Alice in Chains one. The lead singer at the time, he was all strung out on heroin and just having a hell of a time. So I guess they had to do multiple takes on songs and stuff like that. But of course, you don't hear that on the album because they cut that out. So it was kind of neat, even though her Unplugged 2.0, in some ways it felt a little drawn out with, the interludes and stuff like that. When I stepped back and thought, no, just think about actually being there. Like, you're there, sitting, at a little table or something like that. And there's El Boogie, my favorite nickname, by the way, El Boogie. There's Lauryn Hill just up there jamming through a song, and then she's talking to her for a while and she jams through a song. It was cool. It was a different experience, very different from what I usually hear in an Unplugged album. So that was neat. And then I watched the Hall of Fame induction for Nina Simone, where Lauryn did her version of Ain't Got No and added all of these just insane rhymes into the song. That was a crazy, crazy good performance. So overall, throughout the week, I found myself every now and then I'd be thinking, maybe she's just a little overrated, like she's only got the one album, and how can one album really justify or even define someone when they're held in this high of a regard? But when I go through the album and I listen to, it's not even a range necessarily. Like sometimes I'll talk about an artist and they've got some pretty good range, like Tyler the Creator, right? He's got really good range, and in the amount of sound that he'll use from song to song, there's all this variety. Lauryn Hill does not have range. She's the entire package. Like, she is the entire package. She can have this song like Tell Him that's super calm and beautiful and soothing, and her voice is melodic, and she's just taking all your stress and anxiety and just slowly taking it away. Just so beautiful. That one's almost, I went back and forth a little bit between Everything Is Everything and Tell Him, because I really enjoy Everything Is Everything. It's still my favorite track. But Tell Him almost stole that spot, because that song is just so beautiful. But then you can flip over to a song, which was it? Oh God, I don't remember. I didn't write it down, the name of it. Some of these songs, man, where she's just spitting molten fire, machine gun pace lyrics at you. Just boom, 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 and tears you apart with ease. With ease. It's not even hard. Like, it's incredible to see someone have that much ability with their voice and how they use it. So it really was impressive. Every time I found myself kind of doubting this idea of, oh, she's one of the best, I'd listen to the album and go, yeah, I mean, she's just really, really fucking good. Really good at what she's doing. Hearing the Mystery of Iniquity live was really cool off the Unplugged album. And I can see why Kanye sampled that in All Falls Down. Great song. And then it being live even is kind of the cherry on top of everything, because when she's doing her verses, they're just so fast. And she's playing the guitar while she's doing it, I wondered, just because I was listening to it, I wasn't watching it. I wondered, I can kind of picture her just like casually smoking a cigarette as well, because why not? She can. Like, it's just incredible to hear that being performed live. In the description, I'm going to put a link to a video. It's a Rage Against the Machine song. And the Mystery of Iniquity reminded me of this song because it's not one of their songs. What they're doing is Zach De La Rocha, who's the singer, does the vocals. He's reading a poem by, I forget the guy's name, Alec Ensberg or something like that. And it's called Had to Be Played on the Jukebox. And it's about the assassination of JFK. And it's a really, really, really good poem. And the way that he reads it and the way the band plays behind him while he's reading it, it's just got this, I don't know, this energy to it. And that energy reminded, or the energy that came from Mystery of Iniquity reminded me of that random, rare Rage Against the Machine live performance. So check that out. That's in the description. Also in the description, I made a Fiona Apple playlist. I love Fiona Apple. I think she's an incredible singer, incredible songwriter. Some of her lyrics are just, I mean, I honestly, I probably put her up with Lauryn Hill. I would honestly even say more so, but I think Lauryn Hill has more versatility with her ability to just crack off some of these rhymes so fast and with such lethal lyrics. But Fiona Apple, there's a song, it's in the playlist. It is Parting Gift. And the lyrics on the second verse, it goes, I took off my glasses once when you were yelling at me. So as to not to see, oh, I'm going to fuck it up. So as to not to see you see me react. And then she says, I should have put them back on again so I could see you see me yelling back. Sincerely yelling back. My wife's here to correct me. Fiona Apple has some incredible lyrics. And if you've never listened to her and you enjoy Lauryn Hill and the music that she makes, I feel like Fiona Apple is absolutely a must listen. I think the playlist is pretty short. I think it's about an hour or so, 14, 15 tracks, something like that. Check it out. It's really good. It's not all inclusive. It's not all the music. You know, if you enjoy it, then just take your deep dive into Fiona Apple and have a blast because she makes incredible music as well. Let's see. What about some of the tracks? A lot of you left comments about Lost Ones and how it was really a song towards, I can't remember the guy's name, but the guy from the Fugees that she was having an affair with, which was interesting because it's a pretty sharp, brutal song. And so to think that it's directed at him, it makes sense, but pretty good, man. And then there was the other one too. Oh, I didn't write it down. I've only got a couple tracks here to mention, but there was another one too where, yeah, she's just ripping people apart with the lyrics. Every Ghetto, Every City, I really enjoyed just because it was nice to hear a song that was remembering a childhood and growing up in these neighborhoods where there was things that she enjoyed and she loved and still cherishes and remembers. I mean, throughout rap, you hear these songs about how terrible these environments are, and you know, rightfully so to sing about those. But it is nice to finally hear somebody say, well, you know, here are some of the good spots in my childhood, in my memories, which is, it's just nice. It's nice to have a little bit of a counterbalance to that. And then to the fact that she's taking these religious themes and working them into her lyrics, I think it's great. And to me, it makes perfect sense as to why she was probably, I assume, so inspiring to somebody like Kanye. It empowered Kanye to do something like Jesus Walks in College Dropout and say, yeah, I want to rap about God. How come I can rap about all these other things, but I can't rap about God? Like, what's that about? The fact that she did it, and she did it so well, I feel like that kind of opened the door for somebody like Kanye to keep going and keep doing something like that as well. Zion. Oh, yeah, Zion. Thank you. So my wife had the same experience with 2 Zion that I had, in that she didn't quite understand what she was saying because she was hearing the song for the first time and paying attention to the lyrics, but she also thought, like I did at first, that her joy was in Zion, as in like in heaven, because she aborted the baby and she was getting all stressed out. I was like, no, it's okay. No, her son's name's Zion. It's okay. So she had the same experience that I had in terms of like kind of freaking out and feeling like really sad for a moment, and then nice wash of relief and calming down. So that was nice. I kind of think that's it. It was great. I mean, I noticed, it didn't get a lot of views. I don't give a shit. I mean, I would much rather spend time with an album like this that is of high quality and something that's just really important to the genre in terms of hip hop, in terms of just music. It's a fucking great album. It really is a great album. It still surprises me a little bit. I remember when I was listening to, because I listened to the album a couple times and then I threw on the Unplugged for the first time. And I remember getting into one part where she's even mentioning how her voice is kind of raw and you can tell it's a little raspy or whatever. And I noticed too that she's playing the acoustic guitar and if you listen, it kind of sounds like there's a couple spots where maybe she's struggling, whatever. And I remember thinking, oh yeah, she's kind of struggling on the guitar. And then out of nowhere, there was this voice in my head that said, oh, really? You mean the woman who's up there playing guitar and just running through these incredible rhymes without stumbling at all? Oh, is she struggling? Is she struggling a little bit on the guitar? Like there's this part in my brain now that's just this advent defender of Lauryn Hill. Like, no, you don't get to criticize her. Like she's good. Doesn't matter if maybe she fumbles a tiny bit on the guitar in a live performance. It doesn't matter. She's crushing it. So shut up. So that was kind of funny. I think that's it. It's not too specific to the album, but in terms of Lauryn Hill herself, to sit down and really listen to her music, to watch her live performances. I think I even checked out the video for Doo Wop. I forgot about how old school some of these graphics are, where it's like they drop the needle on the neighborhood and stuff. It was kind of funny to watch and to see how far some of these computer graphics have come. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. I'm glad I did it. Superstar. Superstar was great too. I really like that. Music is supposed to inspire. How come we're not getting much higher? Come on and light my fire. I was just great track. Nice little lash out at just, she calls out hip hop in the beginning, but just the idea of, make music that's meaningful instead of trying to top the charts. I really like that too. That was good. You have anything? No? Yeah?
You told them about Fiona Apple?
Yeah, I told them about Fiona Apple. Yeah. So the playlist for Fiona Apple will be down there. Please just listen to the Rage Against the Machine song one time. Just to check it out. It's really good. I think you guys will like it. It's good. You'll enjoy it. Yeah, and I think tomorrow I will post my playlist rotation for February. So you can look forward to that tomorrow. And I guess that's it. I'll see you guys. Oh, and Friday is J. Cole in, what's the album? Forest Hills Drive. That's Friday. Which is cool. I haven't heard him. To my knowledge, I don't think I've heard him at all. I don't even think I've heard him featured on a track on a different album. So, first experience with him. I'm looking forward to it. Don't know anything about the guy. That's okay. Should be fun. All right, guys. We'll see ya.